Hi everyone, Monty and I have made it to Portsoy. So Portsoy is just a little small sea town along the Moray coast. We're currently parked up at Loch of Soy car park and we're going to have a little walk around Loch of Soy. Then going to hopefully go to the harbour and have a little look there and the sea. We may have another little walk along the railway line as well. And we might also stop off at the ice cream shop, which is on the main street. So they do offer parking here at Loch of Soy. Just in the distance there is the co-op. The car park is here. And then there's just like a loop sort of walk around the loch, which is here, and it's about 5 feet deep at this point here. We've been here a few times with Monty. He sort of quite enjoys it, I think, as most places we go to. It's a beautiful day as well. It's just a nice blue sky, the sun's out. See the duck there in the distance. There's quite a few ducks in this loch actually. There's also a play park down the sort of far left hand side as well. And I think it could be, there's a white building in the distance. I think that could be like a scout hut or something. But yeah, we'll just continue along the path. Just came for a little stop here at the edge of the water. Quite a few ducks kicking about. Not so keen on letting Monty in this water, but I think when we get closer to the sea, I'm probably happy enough for him to go in there. He's just wondering what's going on, I think. What's that, Monty? The ducks? Yeah, we're just going to continue on the walk along the path here. Looks like they have some sort of outdoor gym along here. This is all pretty new. I don't think it was here the last time we were here. And there's lots of picnic benches as well located around the sort of the park here as well. Some down there and then back there as well. Nice spot for a picnic, that's for sure. Yeah, I think this white hut, I don't know if it's still in use, but I'm sure it used to be used for the local scouts. I'll just have a little look here. And yeah, as you can see, if you walk down this way, it takes you back to the centre. So we will go back that way at some point. So that is also the scout hut as well. I believe there's a scout logo on the building. And then this is the park that I was talking about. Quite a lot of play equipment here. I think we can possibly go this way. I don't want to get lost or anything, but I think we can go this way and see where this takes us. So I just came from that road down there. This sort of takes us on to the main road into Portsoy and out of Portsoy. We're going to continue this way. I think this does take us to the old railway line. So almost exiting out of Portsoy now. That's what you see when you enter Portsoy from this direction. And this road here sort of takes you to Huntly if you take a right down here, and if you continue straight on, it takes you towards Banff and Frisborough. So we just exited Portsoy. There's a sign down here, like a wooden sign for the railway line. So we'll just go up to that just now. I've decided to scrap the idea of walking along the railway line for the time being, because we got to the sign where it points down to. Then once you get onto the track, there's no sort of other signs to show you where we're going or where to go. So because I haven't done it before, I don't want to waste time and get lost. So we're just going to go back into Portsoy for now. So we're going to head back to Loch of Soy for the time being. And then we will go back onto the main street in Portsoy. And then I think we're going to head down to the harbour for the first time today. We just made it back to Loch of Soy. And Portsoy used to be located in Banffshire up until 1975, but in 1975 it sort of went to Aberdeenshire. This is what I was talking about, the scout hut here. So yeah, it still must be in operation. Do you want to go to the beach? Do you want to go to the water? Go to the harbour, Monty. So that's Loch of Soy in the distance. We're going to take a little shortcut to the harbour, which is over to the right, and over here is Portsoy School. Go this way. Thinking this could have been the old railway line here. I'll get a wide angle of the shot here, but this is it here. This was closed back in 1968, and it served from trains between Aberdeen and Elgin, and one of the stops was at Portsoy. So we just came from this direction. You can see the walls are built up around here, and we're going to go under this tunnel. Now I do remember a few years ago I did the Portsoy 10k, and I'm sure it finished somewhere along here. I think it was maybe just further along here actually, yeah, I think it was. There's another bridge down here as well. Taking a slight right off the path, and we are now approaching the harbour. I can see the harbour wall in the distance down there as well, and yeah, we'll talk more about the harbour as when we get there. Some nice buildings along here as well. Stop here, there's a first view of the harbour here. We'll walk up to the wall over here. So we're going to go up this way, head towards the caravan park, and come back to spend a bit more time along here soon. And located just by the caravan site is the Salmon Bothy, which we're heading towards just now as well. And I've got a few things to say about that as well, I think. There's public toilets just to the left there as well. To the left here, this is the new harbour, and we will come back this way to explore a little bit more. But yeah, we want to just head towards the sort of caravan site and the Salmon Bothy for the time being, and then we'll make our way back. Just approaching the caravan site, and there's lots of caravans here, lots of statics, and also camper vans I think as well, and there's some boats kicking about along here as well. Day like this, it'd be lovely to stay here. We'll take Monty down to the bit of beach here as well, see if he wants to go in the water. So we have just made it around the corner from the new harbour, and we're sort of just here at the tip of the sea here. And just a little bit of information here for the sign. So I think behind us is the sail house, which is like an accommodation here. And that way, I'm pretty sure you can walk to Banff over that way. And then over to the left is obviously towards the harbour, and I think you can also walk to Sandend from that direction as well. I think we're going to take Monty down to the sea now and see if he wants to go in the water. Monty! Monty! He's not listening. Monty! Monty! You go in the water? This bit's quite rocky, but further down it's quite sandy, but we'll see if he wants to go in. I'll maybe walk slightly further down. It looks like the caravan site has got some swings for children as well, like a little play park area. Just love hearing the sort of the water crash against the sand there. No, he's got no reservations of going in, straight in. If I had my flip-flops I would have gone in with them, but I'd rather not get my feet wet in my trainers. He's having great fun. Whoa! Almost. Just spotted the dog there off in the distance as well. He's more bothered about the dog than the water now. Sort of getting our first view of the Salmon Bothy up there as well. Just that white building right in the middle of the camera there. Beautiful day. Now if it was up to Monty, he would probably want to stay here all day. We're going to head up to the Salmon Bothy. Find out more about salmon fishing and boat building at the Salmon Bothy, which is also a museum, and it's just along here to the left hand side, and we'll show you when we get there. He's just determined to go back in the water. All he's looking at is the sea and the boats here. But the Salmon Bothy is just this building here, and they do hold open mic nights, and they also hold like music events as well here, and there's a sign for it just along here. So it looks like it's been open since 1834, and they do have a website there as well, with the museum open and seasonally. I'll link the website in the description down below. We're going to make our way to the new harbour now. So as I said, there's open mic night every third Friday of the month, and it's £5, and you can see more information at www.bothyfolk.org. What can you see? So we just came over from that direction over there on the left. This is a new harbour. It's not that new in the grand scheme of things. It was built in 1825, but it's a lot newer than the old Portsoy harbour. We're going to have a little walk around it. There's quite a few boats in the water right there. Nice and calm along here. Looks like you maybe in the past would have been able to walk up those steps there, but it's sort of blocked off there, and it says no access. And there are CCTV cameras located around the harbour as well. Here's another view of the harbour here. We're almost at the end of it, and we'll get a look at the old harbour as well. So beyond this wall here is the old harbour, and we will walk around there in a few moments time. So this way it's sort of like a dead end. You'll end up in the water if you go any further, but yeah, we have to walk back this way to get back to the main road. See how hilly this place is as well up here. It's a long way down, Monty. It's a long way down. Still at the new harbour here. So there is a community lighthouse just behind me here, and it was originally placed temporarily in Portsoy as part of the Clan Cancer Support Light the North Trail, which took place across Scotland in 2021. And it was commissioned by a word, I just seen the name there somewhere. Yeah, sorry, by Rachel Davies, who created it, and she specialises in mosaic art. There is the picture of it there. This is it here. Really nice colours of it here. We have just stopped here by the lighthouse mosaic as well, just for a little break. So just approaching the old harbour here. It says it dates back to the 17th century, which is the oldest along the Moray coast. And Portsoy also holds its annual boat festival here in June. And the boat festival actually dates back to 1993, so it just had its celebrated its 31st anniversary back in June. I don't think it's had 31 events. I think one of the years it was cancelled because of COVID. And you can also see here, I was going to talk about this when we walk around the corner, but films like Whiskey Galore and also the BBC One series Peaky Blinders was shot here, and you may recognise it from some of these shots here. Pretty cool knowing that actors like Cillian Murphy have been here before and have shot scenes and even full series in this area. It's pretty amazing to think that. And there's actually a mural along here for one of the characters from Peaky Blinders, which we're just coming across just over here on the left. So this is the mural here for Michael Gray. And people that maybe didn't know the series were maybe thinking they don't know who this guy is, but he was played by Finn Cole in the series, and this sort of scene was filmed here, and there's lots of different tributes to the character here. And on the spot, on the 3rd of April 2022, Michael Gray was killed by the Peaky Blinders. And Portsoy is also famed for its marble. Which I'm pretty sure it was at Versailles, I think I read, that it was sold to years and years ago. There seems to be a dolphin sculpture up here as well. I haven't actually read about that, so I'm going to have a little look and see if there's any history behind it when we get up here just now, and we're going to get a good view of the sea along here as well. There's a back shot of the harbour. It's the dolphin sculpture. Cracking view up here. Just speaking to a guy back there as well, he believes that this could have been part of an old church. I'm not entirely sure, but... Crying for? What you crying? You want to go in the water? Get some view up here as well. I believe there's an old swimming pool here somewhere. It's not open anymore, but I believe they're trying to renovate it, and there is a website for that, and they're looking to raise funds for it. I'm not entirely sure where it is, if it's maybe along that way. I had to look on Google Maps, but I couldn't see anything sort of obvious. But I'll link a description in the video down below, in the description down below I should say, for it if you're interested. Get some view up here as well. I believe there's an old swimming pool here somewhere. It's not open anymore, but I believe they're trying to renovate it, and there is a website for that, and they're looking to raise funds for it. I'm not entirely sure where it is, if it's maybe along that way. I had to look on Google Maps, but I couldn't see anything sort of obvious. But I'll link a description in the video down below, in the description down below I should say, for it if you're interested. Just a little bit more information on the outdoor pool as well. So it was built in 1934, but in 2001 it was closed. As I said, they have a website. They also have a Facebook page, which I will also link in the description down below. Just one last look at the harbour before we leave it, and we're going to head up to the main street now. Some beautiful pictures here and portraits and landscapes of possibly the Portsoy area, and that is at the Portsoy Gallery, just off the harbour. Portsoy is also famed for its ice cream, so I think we're going to have a little look at the ice cream shop. I don't think I can let Monty in or take Monty in, so I'm just going to quickly leave him in the car while we get some ice cream, and I'm going to be dropping some photos of the ice cream shop. It's just approaching the ice cream shop here. So this is on the main street in Portsoy. And on just to the left of the ice cream shop, there's also a fish and chip shop. And I remember me and Claire went there last year. Some of the best stuff I've ever had from a fish and chip shop. And then just over here is the hook, line and sinker fish and chip shop. So the Station Hotel Portsoy, they do meals and drinks, and they have events and things going on as well. And Co-op is just on the left here, as well as Loch of Soy and the car park, and then sort of in front of us is the exit or entrance to Portsoy towards Cullen and Sandend area. So Monty's just in the car. We've just been to Portsoy Ice Cream Shop, so I've got one for Claire at home, and got one for Monty, and then one for myself. See if Monty is going to eat it. Here we come. Okay. Here. I think that's a yes from Monty. So I'm just finishing my ice cream. Monty has finished his one, and we're just going to wrap up the video here. So thank you for joining us. We had a little walk around Loch of Soy, a bit of a mess with the old railway line that we were going to walk on, but we sort of avoided that. We went to the new harbour, the caravan site, and also the old harbour, and then a stop off at the ice cream shop, which I've just inserted some pictures just there for you to see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and join us next time. Bye!